Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Tonight we're doing a compatibility reading for Taurus and Leo because it's Taurus season, so I wanted to do a Taurus compatibility. And I have something on Bianca and Mick Jagger. They were that combination, and they were international jet set favorite during their marriage from 71 to 79, though Mick humble beginnings contrasted with Bianca's wealthy background. Their relationship was glamorous and larger than life. So it's a little bit about them and some of the write-up on their relationship. Expansion in the theme of this pairing. The playing out of feelings, thoughts, actions, and ideas on monumental scale. The relationship tends to force its partners beyond themselves, indeed, even beyond the ordinary limits of time and space, and it would come as no surprise to find this pair involved in the metaphysical. In any case, doing things in a big way come naturally to them. The result is that the relationship makes them advance beyond the point where they would normally choose to go, since individuals, they have a tendency to dig in their heels and resist change. Loyalty, integrity, responsibility are the key words in this relationship, and woe to the party that lets the other down in a pinch. In meetings between these two, force of Leo meets the objective Taurus, because Leo and Taurus are square at 90% to each other in the zodiac. One could expect conflicts here. Sparks may indeed fly, but they can just as easily ignite the flame of passion, stimulate group endeavors, as they can unleash hostile and destructive forces. As friends, these two make a strong duo. Resistance to outside influences. A lifelong friendship may result after the dust has cleared from initial confrontations. Love and family relationships between these two are likely to be stormy and filled with conflict. Taurus are generally more sensuous and fond of response. Leos more passionate and dynamic. These differences can prove divisive and lead to, given the stubborn nature of the participants' marriage, particularly since the parties need to rule the roost. In rare circumstances, they may be able to share domestic role in the family, but it is more often happens that children and other family members find themselves observers of periodic struggles for power. Should these two share a larger goal, they may set aside their differences in style for a greater good. Few compare to these two when it comes to convictions and commitment. At work, the relationship is characterized by idealistic advice on this relationship. When sparks start to fly, anything nearby is likely to ignite. Keep destructive emotions under control. Bear the greater good in mind. And some other advice here. Fires eventually die out and the embers aren't stirred occasionally. Acknowledge and empower the unexpected. Risk taking is important. Dare to fail. So that's some other advice on it, and some more write-up on it. The tone of this relationship is often strong and silent. With a knack for looking to the future, sensuous expansion is extremely strong, but feelings are usually kept under control, giving the relationship a quality of objectivity and cold detachment. Lines of defense are clearly drawn, and quarrels and differences are left unaddressed in the hopes that they will eventually subside. In hard times, a relationship will have a capacity to foresee upcoming problems and virtually to move mountains in order to restore equilibrium. These two make an unlikely romantic pair, but once together, they will tend to hang in there. If the romance flame begins to fade, Taurus will see the need for change first, but won't always be sure what direction to take. Leos, on the other hand, may exhibit macho tendencies in refusing to recognize a problem, but will be able to create a plan for the future that can make the relationship more tolerable. Marriages between these two are possible since both are willing to commit. Characteristically, the visualization of the future state will aid and accompany decisions to marry. Generally, in fact, a realistic attitude often prevail here, in which romance is not seen as a necessary ingredient. Instead, practical matters, especially financial planning, are pictured as taking up a great deal of time. Side of this relationship may also be seen as pragmatic, non-idealistic terms. Children of this combination will often find their parents devoted and at times enthusiastic about their progress, particularly in the areas of sports and academic achievement. Working relationships here are unlikely to gel as business partners, boss-employee pairs. These two are apt to become embroiled in power struggles. But if both occupy an equal position as co-workers in an organization or firm, they can make a strong combination and prove extremely useful to the group. As siblings within a family structure, they may similarly provide a backbone of stability as long as they don't clash with each other emotionally, especially through competition for parental attention or jealousy over material goods. So, also, Al Pacino and Martin Sheen are friends and actors too in that combination. So, let's see if there's anything else. Magical success. Other advice here: bring magic into your personal life, balance predictability and unpredictability, minimize needless conflicts, be more romantic. So, but it's saying that it's magical strength here can be especially successful in the areas of career, but a certain romance and sensitivity are also at work. The combination bodes well then for virtually any endeavor. Together, these two are inspired, seeming to be able to do what's necessary for success. But Taurus and Leos are dominant types, so work and business relationships between them might seem to be difficult or impossible, but there is a subtle difference in their dominance. Leos have to lead, but not necessarily to control, where Taurus leadership is less important than ruling the roost. This is an unbeatable commercial combination. Leos recognizing, planning even new conquests and leading the team into battle, while Taurus guard home base and keep things running smoothly. If trouble arises, it is usually when the duties and responsibilities overlap, but dedication and awareness of what works best can be minimized. This pair's power struggles and ego conflicts make the relationship truly formidable. Love affairs, friendships, and marriages between Leos and Taurus are certain inspired romance glow. Taurus may be attracted to Leo's energy, but will ultimately find it too unpredictable, disturbing, or even maybe Leos are bored easily with the soft, sensuous of their Taurus partners. The biggest single difference, however, lie with harmony, which Leo mistrusts, and eventually love or friendship, no matter how pleasurable, is usually Taurus needs Leo, can also find Leo partners too fixed and unwilling to change, even when it's obvious that things are. Taurus may simply ignore suggestions of change, or if they are stated as demands, may stubbornly resist them. Marriage works best here when it also contains a business component, when the spouse also runs some kind of commercial enterprise together. The kind of division of labor, this is good business, will spill over into the domestic scene, causing greater peace at home. So it sounds like it's pretty good overall. And another bit of advice down here is get more involved, pry less, make wholehearted commitments, don't get caught up in idle pursuits, try to play at a higher level. So that's a little bit about the compatibility. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe below. Thanks for all the donations, large and small, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks a lot.